What's happening, people? Ben Cove, Radelaide Powerlifting. Find me on Facebook, Ben Radelaide Powerlifting Cove. Check out theconditioningstig.blogspot.com. We're here today at the Refugee camp for our Sunday bench day, which is our sort of main max effort bench session of the week. On her back with her legs spread right there, we see Kaylee Vigor. The girl's pretty cool. She's like 3 foot tall. She's about 20 years old, and she's been benching with us for about a year now. She's doing all right. Here we see Big Dave Thomas. Dave does this weird thing where he just holds a weight at lockout. I don't understand it, and he prescribes it to everyone. Here we see Shane Van Erp doing the same thing. Shane actually benched 200 during the week. He just threw his old bench shirt on, went to a commercial gym, chucked some safety rails in place, and benched 200, as you do. Guy's a freak. Man, look at this dude. This dude's sexy. Check out those legs. Like, seriously, look at the definition in those legs. That's unreal. Awesome camera work here. As you can see, the camera work's offset. This is my second bench session back after about a month off of benching. And you can see last week I had a lot of problems where I was just throwing my elbows out way too early. That looks a lot better there. Not actually sure how much that was. I think that was about 110 thereabouts. Here we've got Big Shane Van Erp going for the reverse band, 160-ish, give or take a bit. Shane likes to hit a lot of reverse band work just because it replicates his shirt a lot. Doing a massive pause there as well. Shane competes in IPF, so obviously those guys get massive pauses on their chest. But you can see he's punching that out pretty easily. Not too much stress there at all, which is good. Here we see Kaylee setting up again. She's got a pretty awesome setup. She gets all her weight onto her traps really well. Gets set up really tight. Good base there as well. Because she's so short, you'd think she'd struggle to get her feet on the ground well, but she tends to do it really well. So you can see her sort of just pushing 70 kilos there just into the reverse band. So she's doing really well for herself at the moment. She's getting stronger and stronger by the day, which is awesome. This dude again with the spectacular legs. What can you say about this? Terrible camera angle. Probably should have just deleted this one. It's looking better than it was last week. It's looking a lot more controlled. There was a few sets today where I kind of flared out a bit early, but there's one right there. You can see that. That was the last rep, and you can just see that I just flared way too early, and I just had nowhere left to go, which is why it looked a bit shit. Here we've got Big Dave Thomas again into the reverse bands. This looks like it's about 200, 180, 200, something like that. 180 into reverse bands, now that I actually count the weight for you lovely people watching on YouTube at home. Bombed. Missed the last rep. Here's Shane doing the same weight. Massive pause on the chest, which is always good. If you can stay tight in that pause position, you're going to be more explosive off your chest. There's no doubt about that. And you need to be ready for that. I did nationals and it was touch and go, and then 2 weeks later I did a novice meet and the pauses were ridiculous. So you just need to be ready to adjust these things, and you need to be in a position where you can just go with the flow. If you're one of these guys that can't adjust to adverse conditions, i.e. different referees' calls at a competition, well then you're just not that good a powerlifter at the end of the day. Every other sport in the world, people have to adjust, so why don't we? Here we see me just setting up on 120. That first attempt at 120, I actually wanted 3 reps, but I just flared way too early on the second and just made a mess of it. So this one, I just said to myself, just 1 rep. That's all I wanted, 1 solid rep. You can see here, tuck it in, touch and go. Beautiful. So that's looking a bit better. Should probably actually, now that I've been harping on about it for the last 3 minutes, do some refs calls because I've got charity show coming up. And then finally, we moved on to some floor pressing today. I haven't actually floor pressed in a few months now. See Shane just working through his 124, 120 floor press. This is just a good way to put load on the triceps. And I found this is making me press from my weakest position, which is from the flare. So I think I'm going to put this in for a while. Anyway, that's it. That's enough from bench day. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is 4 minutes and 59 seconds of your life you will never get back. But cheers for watching. Share the video. If you want to train, shoot me a message. Peace.